Hello, 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 Asa, hello, Omega, hello, Rifts. How is everybody? We are, in case you did not notice, we are back in Star Rail today. Starbot, I love Starbot with all of my heart. They definitely start out every stream a little bit drunk before they kind of get their stuff together. I don't know. I wanted to change the pace today. Plus, the lag in 14 is like, it got really bad. So we're just gonna come do some stuff in Star Rail. Will I ever feel coldness again? Is this how I die? I am gonna send you all of my energy for cooler weather, Omega, so you don't have to deal with this stupid heat, because the heat is stupid. I will die on this hill. Do you have like fans and AC and stuff at least that you can use to help? You haven't logged into Star Rail in like 3 or 4 days. I do like a little bit every day, but I haven't done like a proper like big session. Well, nice for a bit. So it'll be nice. You live in Stardust, Texas. There is no coldness there. Tell that to our Snowmageddon. Like, however many years ago that was now. That was wild. You have AC running, you have fans, you have everything, and somehow it's not enough. I'm so sorry, Omega. Please understand. I try to understand, but cannot. The weather everywhere, it just gets wonkier, and it's just, I don't know, it makes me sad. But that is the conversation for another day. Asa and Star staring at me like 80 is hot. Listen, it's all about context, okay? Because from living in Texas for how many years I have, which I'm not gonna say. Also, yes, 80 inside would be really, really hot. 80 outside is like actually pretty nice. But I have very clear memories, Omega, of growing up in Seattle and playing outdoor soccer literally year round, and when it would hit 80 degrees in the summer, feeling like I really felt like I was gonna die from how hot it was. So that's why I think it's all about context, right? Because 80, when you're used to like 115, 120 degree summers, is like pretty chill. It's pretty nice. 80 degrees when you're used to like 40, 50, 60, maybe 70, completely out of the realm of what you like and what you're used to, you know? Hello, Upso, how are you? I turned off my AC because I got colds. I do not have any control over the thermostat where I live because I'm pretty chill when it comes to temperatures. I'm not like super picky, but my roommate is, and so they just like, it's always either like really hot or really cold, and there's not really much in between. And then my room itself gets like really hot, but that's a different story. AC set to 70, 68 at night. Oh my god, why do you guys sleep with it so cold? I guess if you sleep with it cold, then you can like use more blankets and stuff, right? That's kind of nice. 80 outside would fight children if I could get that for 5 months instead of 90s. Honestly, same, Asa. Nice and warm here, 91 degrees. Yeah, like 80, like high 70s to low 90s, I have come to like really appreciate. Anything higher than like low 90s, and I'm like, nope, I'm done. I don't want to be here. It is too hot. I am not leaving my house. I'm not going outside. I'm just not doing it. I would run it colder than 68 if I thought the system could handle it. Can it not handle below 68? Is that a thing? Because I always assumed that you would be able to. San Antonio is also humid. I love it. Oh my god. Don't even talk to me about the humidity, Abso. Like, it gets so much worse every year, and I hate the feeling of like walking outside and then immediately just feeling like wet. I hate it. I hate it so much. I was advised by my tech to not let it get below 68. The trade-off was we set the heat to 63 tops in the winter. It starts to get too hot at 65. Jeez Louise. I don't know enough about that kind of stuff to really like. No, I would say if your technician was like, here's the thing, then like following that would probably be sound advice. Summer in Iraq, temp is like 116 to 120. It would drop down to like 75 at night, and everyone felt like they were freezing. People wrapping up in sleeping bags, wearing full gear. I feel like, so where I live in Texas isn't like a desert, but isn't that like a desert thing? Like it's like fucking hot during the day, and then it gets like really, really, really cold at night. Because like my mom lived in Arizona for a while when she was growing up, and I remember her saying that too, that like you would feel like you were like sweating, like you were gonna die from the heat during the day, and then at night it would just be like you were gonna freeze because it got so cold. I feel like it's my natural hydrator and moisturizer. The humidity in Texas is how you get your glass glowy skin. I love it. So I want to swap her over. Yes, I know I need to do this. I want to swap her to the shield because I'm stuck on world, which is it? Forgotten Hall 11, where it's the first one where you need 2 teams. And I was taking Japard as a shielder, but the boss on the second half isn't weak to ice, but it is weak to fire. So I want to try taking the fire MC as a shielder instead and see if that works. The only thing is I don't remember if I have anything built for the fire MC to use. So this could be disastrous. We'll have to see. Okay, flat defense increase is honestly totally cool. I'm happy with that. 73 is like my highest acceptable temperature. For the night to be 2 degrees above that would still actually kill me. Oh no. 75 isn't cold at all. It's just being climatized to such a higher temperature makes it feel cold. Yeah, and that's the same thing that I think about like with like if you ask like past Stardust who grew up in the Pacific Northwest if she would ever think that 80 degrees was cool, she would look at you like you were crazy. But being climatized to Texas weather and the summers in particular, 80 degrees is very cool by comparison of how hot it gets in the day. I feel like that was really awkwardly worded. Do I have what I need for this? Oh god, I have literally no resin to farm if I have to farm. Okay, so that's fine. We're going in with a level 40 light cone. We'll make it work. She needs... Can I just yoink what I have on Japard actually? Because that's gonna all be... Why do you have... Why? I forgot that everything is in such a state because I've just been purely just farming for Zila. When you moved away from the Pacific Northwest, did you ever tell your parents it was going to make playing board games with Omega in the future really challenging? You tell them I got beef with them over that. Omega said not cool. I never wanted to leave Omega. My family moved away from the Pacific Northwest and into Texas the summer after I finished eighth grade and right before starting freshman year of high school. And that was literally the shortest summer of my life because in Seattle, the school year ends later, and in Texas, it starts earlier. So that was like a really short summer. I didn't want to move, I had no choice in it. And all of my relatives had kind of been, up until that year, had been scattered actually around the country. But for whatever reason, I don't actually know what the reason is, but everybody sort of congregated in Texas that year. So, like, we went from being like not really able to see a lot of my relatives, my aunts, uncles, cousins, grandparents, what have you, for most of while I was growing up, to being able to see them all the time, which was really cool. But I like never wanted to be in Texas. I wanted to leave since I got here, but my life has obviously not gone such that I have yet been able to actually move out. Although hopefully that will change soon. I don't like the weather. I generally don't like the people. I don't like a lot about Texas. I have found little like tiny pockets of joys. I've had really good times here. I've like had, I've had really good moments here, but overall, like when I think about what I'm gonna miss when I move, it's not gonna be Texas overall. It's gonna be like very specific places and very specific people, but not like I'm never going to be like, oh man, I want to go back to Texas, it was so great. But I would, however, in a heartbeat, move back to Seattle. Like, absolutely. I've been there, I visited there years, like multiple times over the years since I moved, and I still love it, and it still just like feels like home, and I miss it all the time. um so yeah, basically, just fuck Texas, don't move here. It's terrible. Would not recommend it, personally. I know people, they really love it. This is just my own personal opinion. Um, you had the exact opposite experience. I went from New Mexico with school ending in May to the Pacific Northwest starting in September. It was nice. Oh my god, you had such a long summer. Although, yeah, it would have been busy with all the moving. Since you're willing it tonight, I'm gonna run these roulettes solo. Every time a healer lets me die, I'm gonna remind you that it wouldn't have happened if you were there. That is fair. I just, So part of why we're on Star Rail today is because my heart literally needs a break from Endwalker, because I know that it was only one day of MSQ, but I'm still just like reeling from everything. There's so much. But also, like, I don't know if you're experiencing any of the lag rifts, but it has been so laggy. It is so hard to do anything. And, like, I keep trying and I keep trying to, like, muscle through, but today, earlier, when I was just, like, doing random stuff, like, it was not doable. And apparently it's, like, an issue with AT&T that they're trying to sort out, but I don't know when that's gonna be. And people in the Discord for my FC said that like a VPN works, but I don't. VPNs scare me. Not, they don't scare me. I just don't understand them enough to know, like, I don't know. I get scared that if I sign up for one that's just like recommended on the internet, that somehow it's gonna like fuck up everything on my computer, and that's not based on anything. So I was just like, well, I'm just gonna wait. I love Star Rail. We haven't had a Star Rail stream since like the first couple days it came out. Let's just do that. We'll just chill. It'll be really good. Um, You can talk VPNs with me anytime. Oh my god, Omega, if you have a recommendation, if you were just like, hey, this is like the one that I would recommend, or like the top 3 or whatever, like that would honestly be amazing. You haven't had any lag? That's incredible. It seems to be like a regional thing, because there are a number of people in my FC who are in different parts of Texas than I am, but they've all been having issues, and then I forget where else. There are some people that live other places in the country as well, and then I think they VPN to like Iowa and it like works perfectly. So I don't fucking know. I'm just waiting for them to fix it. You almost moved there. I was having a house built in the Austin area, ended up in South Carolina. Not much better, but it's not Texas bad either. South Carolina is so nice though. One of my like really, really, really good friends lives in South Carolina, and I went to go visit her a few years ago. And while I don't know if I could like personally live there, it was so fun to visit. Like, the food was so good, everybody was so nice, the weather was fantastic. I got to see my friend, and her cats at the time were like really tiny kittens, and it was really adorable. But what I've learned about myself though is, and I think this is because of growing up in Seattle, like I really like I can multitask. I'm gonna try and multitask instead of us just staring at the artifact screen. Um, is like I really like the idea of living like off the grid, super rural, like all that kind of thing. And I think Erie and I will probably end up doing something like that. But one of my best friends she lives in Nova Scotia with her parents on their farm in like rural Canada, right? And so I think I stayed with them for like 2 or 3 months one summer. And as much as I loved it, I was out of my mind by the end of it. I was just like, I was so stir crazy. I was so like, just let me go do something without it taking an hour to drive anywhere. And so I think as much as I love the idea of that, I am much, much, much more comfortable in like a bustling city. And so like my friend lives in Charleston, and it was so cute and it was so wonderful and it was so perfect to go visit, but I was just like, I could not live here. I would go absolutely crazy. Also, hello Ferguson. How are you? I'll write up a Omega VPN report specific for you. Thank you, Omega. I appreciate it. I asked my dad too about VPNs because he's like really techie and like he does tech stuff for his job. And I was like, oh, maybe he'll know. And he was like, yeah, I use this one, but like sometimes it works and sometimes it doesn't. So it's like, well, maybe I don't want to go with that one then. If it's like hit or miss. I'm moving. Who's moving to the south? Nova Scotia farm. You can only mow the dirt like 2 days of the year. The rest of the time it's frozen. I mean, they grow literally ripped in their whole backyard of their house. It was incredible. So they had like their house was big, then they had this huge plot of land, right? And in their backyard they grew so many like fruits and vegetables and stuff. And then next door to their house was like a farm, and they had like a barn, and they raised cows, and they had chickens, and it was fantastic. I always forget your dad and I should be best friends, honestly. No, I already live in the south of Harrison. Did he feel any guilt when he moved to Texas over the fact he wouldn't be able to play board games with me as easily? When is Dad Geo guest stream? I don't trust you guys to be around people that I know in real life, and I love you all. But you are all agents of chaos that I do not trust you guys to behave each other if I bring Star Dad on the stream, okay? You would have to like all be on your best behavior. I cannot think of anything chaotic I've ever done. Okay, most of you would be fine. Some of you I do not trust. So it is safer to never bring a parental star on the stream. I'm a respectful agent of chaos. Thank you very much. That's true. Was it chaotic that I sacrificed my digital self so Matt could be a mod? I don't think so. We need his trust because we need all the best star dirt. What dirt do you want on me? I was not like a wild, rambunctious child. Like, all I did, do you want to know what I was like growing up, Asa? I read books, like, there's literally no tomorrow. I played Zelda, I played soccer, and I was a really adventurous eater. Like, I was so chill as a kid. There's not, like, dirt to know. Has the Ferguson ever been an agent of chaos that I have 100% supported? I don't think so. I don't know. Have you guys seen those streams or like those clips of streams where people like there's one that I'm thinking of in particular. It's this person on TikTok and I don't follow them. But I shouldn't give her this because March needs the other defensive pieces because we March on the first team. I just don't have good defensive shit. Okay, well, we'll see if this works. I also completely forgot what I was saying. This is why I'm bad at multitasking, you guys. Why aren't you playing Zelda now? Because I haven't been able to get it yet. I do like a lot of, not a lot, but I do some like freelance gig work because I haven't been able to find a full-time job since I was at my last job, and that's like a whole story in itself that I won't really get into. But I thought I was getting paid on Monday, but it turns out I misread the pay date, so I have to wait because I don't have the money just laying in my budget, unfortunately, to just be able to get it. Otherwise, I would absolutely just be streaming Zelda and like, who cares about anything else? So yeah, I was really sad because I was really excited, and it has been so hard. I am trying so hard, but it has also been really challenging to avoid spoilers, but I've been doing my absolute best. So like I'm like literally like I can't go on TikTok right now because people are just posting edits and spoilers and memes and stuff and whatever. I'm like not watching or engaging with a number of streamers that I like supporting because they're streaming Zelda and I don't want to be spoiled for it. Like, I'm not going to poop his streams, although I know like today he didn't do Zelda, but I was in the middle of something else when he streams. But like he's been streaming Tears of the Kingdom, and I like would absolutely love to see his reactions because I feel like they would be so good, but I like don't want to be spoiled for anything, right? Can you call yourself a Zelda fan? When I tell you I was like devastated, Rift, I was so sad. You're an agent of good. I categorize you as chaotic good, Fearson. I really like the new Zelda for one non-spoiler reason. Every time Mpupa talks shit at me while he's playing, he tends to die shortly after. He just immediately gets karma in the game. That is incredible. Okay, so oh yeah, we want March and then we want Herda. I've run this team before. First one works super well. It's the second team that I am trying to still kind of finagle. So I think what I had before is I had Chinka, I had Serval, I had Before I had Japard, but we're gonna try our Fire Trailblazer, and then I'm gonna bring Natasha because this team is not as leveled up, so I think they're gonna need more heals. I informed him it was the scientific phenomenon known as talk shit, get hit. Absolutely. Yeah, I just know when I do get Zelda, that is literally all we're gonna do. I don't care how much of a cliffhanger we are at with Endwalker. We're only gonna be playing Zelda. Wowie! Wait, what wowie? You know, as much as I wish that I had more, like, mats and stuff to level up other people, funneling everything into Zila has not been a bad idea. It looks good for a Switch game. I get salty at the weak hardware of the Switch sometimes, like the newest Pokemon games, but they seem to have had some bangers this year. Metroid Prime Remaster was the only reason I ever wanted a Switch. I never played any of the Metroid games. I don't actually know that much about them. The reason I bought my Switch was because I wanted to play Breath of the Wilds. And as bad as all this stuff with Pokemon was earlier, or I was gonna say earlier this year, but was it at the end of last year actually? I don't even remember. I'm really bad at time. I don't know if anything will ever be as bad as it, which is like good, not good, right? Like in comparison, anything that's really wonky will probably not seem that bad, but like it sucks that it was as bad as it was, you know? So this is where I've gotten stuck, but I'm really hoping Fire MC helps. So, Metroid Prime was such a blast, and they did such a good job with the remaster. Oh, nice. Super Metroid is my all-time favorite video game, even over Chrono Trigger and Symphony of the Night. I know the name Chrono Trigger, but I couldn't tell you anything about it, but I've never heard of Symphony of the Night. But what makes Super Metroid, like, your absolute favorite? Because that is very high praise. I'm unsubbing. You should know by now that, like, I know there's more that I don't know than I do know. Just in general. I'm sorry. You're not leaving? Okay. Ow. Also, ow. I want to give a skill point for her taunt. Still needed to be said, fair. You know, that ult actually did more than I thought it would with absolutely random artifacts. I'll take it. So I don't think we're max starring this, just so you guys know, but I just want to get through this floor. And I think if I don't get rid of the ads here, then he gets an attack boost off of them. If I remember correctly. Fire MC fits so many builds, because unless you have Jeppy, your only option is March. March's shield, though, gets so fucking beefy. Also, her counter is off of shielded allies as well, which is really like when I'm using her now, I'm not even using her auto attack. It's like I'm literally just popping a shield on somebody to protect their health, but then also to get the follow-up attack if they do get attacked, which doesn't do like the most damage, but I feel like all the damage adds up, you know. Nope, that's nice. And I do like Japard, but I don't know. Her autos do baby damage. They really do. Okay, I'm gonna try and get these guys out of the way if I can. Maybe because I forgot that you get the heal, so maybe I didn't need to bring Natasha. If it works though, and I'm not gonna complain. Actually, we're just gonna pop the heal. Never mind. Natasha good. I immediately take it back. Japard's passive is also kind of nuts. So it can only happen once a battle, I think, if I remember correctly, but whenever he takes lethal damage that would kill him while his passive is up, he doesn't die. He self-revives and he heals for like 20 or 30% of his max HP, which has saved my ass a number of times. I really don't want our MC to die. Yeah, he's got a damage buff now. Okay. Alright, we're gonna heal Chinka because her health is baby health. I should have ulted first. We might be okay. Emphasis on might. I guess swiping isn't in the cards of no Tears of the Kingdom. You would be correct. Again, like I have said many times, if you guys want a swiping stream, it would have to be community funded, as I do not have the wiggle room in my budget to just swipe without abandon at this moment. That was a big hit. I'm just preemptively ulting. So I still have to pay tax as a mod. There's no chat tax. There's no chat tax, Omega. You don't have to pay tax ever. Nobody has to pay a chat tax. I have to pay extra taxes amount. No. That's the opposite of what I said. Oh shit. Okay. We might be able to muscle our way through. This is not looking good though, I will say. Not ideal. But if we finish it, we finish it, and I won't complain. The non-QD tax is getting taxed at a higher rate as well. No, there's no, oh my god. There is no tax at all for anything, okay? No taxes. You guys are, you don't have to pay to be here. You don't even get paid and still have to pay taxes? Sounds very Texas. I have no comment. I will say the one thing that I do like about living in Texas that is gonna be weird whenever I move is that there's no state income tax here, which is like really nice. Since when do I have to give you my card? This is getting intense. Alright, we're gonna heal. I think there is something being lost in translation here. Washington doesn't have state income tax. I know. Washington is honestly just like really good all around. Although I am going to move to Canada, but maybe one day I can convince Erie to move to Washington. Not even considering the non-QD penalties you've accrued the past 6 months. There are no non-QD penalties. There's no penalties. Dinner lurk, I promise I'll pay my lurk tax later. I hope you have a really delicious dinner, Omega. Oh, this is very yummy. Alright, we're gonna heal her. Yeah, we are definitely not 3-starring on this run. But that is A-okay. This guy is so fucking beefy. He's like had that last little sliver of health for so long. Jeez Louise. Yep. Oh, 0 stars. That's fair. That took a long time on the second one. Do we try our luck on floor 12? Given how floor 11 went. I say yes. 57. Okay, let me do some thinking about who we want to take. Because part of the thing too is just that like I have like one hella built character and then like everybody else. I think for the second half we can take the Zila team. Because that team worked really well. And then for the first half, what do we take? Oh, you know what? If he's weak to ice, we can take Yanqing, because Yanqing is kind of cracked. Oh my god. Okay, we could do Yanqing, we could do Serval for the Thunder. Oh my god, this is gonna be like the most defensive team. But it'll be fine. Your Yanqing is like level 1. He is like actually so strong if you're Zen. I'm sure if I like properly built him, he would also be doing crazy damage. Would recommend building him. He's just not super leveled or super built yet. Okay, we take those. Start with the smaller guys. Alright, heal her. Big shields. You're only building characters for your queen? Oh, for Kafka? That makes sense. Nice. Okay, let's do that. He is the one weak to lightning. You just finish up Stampo. Stampo is also, I think we talked about this before. He is unexpectedly strong to me. I did not expect him to be as strong as he is. You need to gear him out though. Okay, so I think that there are like a lot of quality of life improvements that they made in Star Rail from Genshin, considering that they use a lot of the same systems. One, I think Genshin does better than Star Rail, and I already ranted about this to Rift, so Rift, I apologize, you have to hear this twice. But, so in Star Rail, if you want to synthesize a 5-star relic, you need 100 of the shards. You only get those shards by salvaging other 5-star relics. Although now that I'm saying it out loud, maybe it's really not that different. Because so in Genshin, right, so here you would have to like salvage 10 relics. No, actually it is worse here because you have to salvage 10 5-star relics to have enough shards to synthesize one single relic. Right, so you're exchanging 10 for 1. In Genshin, for the strong boxes, for the artifact strong boxes, you take 3 5-star relics and you get 1 5-star of that set back. In the 10, with how expensive it is to farm relics in Star Rail, because it's like double the resin, basically, double the resin cost as it is in Genshin, and then for it to be like basically 3 times as expensive if you want to trade out in that way, it feels really bad. That is like so far the one thing that I wish was more like Genshin, because I feel like that system feels a lot better and this system just feels really painful in that way. So I didn't realize we were living on Genshin standard units. The unfortunate thing that I've just come to accept is that in every gacha game, I seem to only be able to understand things in relation to what they are in Genshin. So y'all are just gonna have to bear with me on that. You weigh 3 Genshins. Very nice. Alright, and we get his ults off of that, which is nice. Like, I don't know, I feel like it's so much for just one artifact. Okay, so I think, well, we haven't seen the second half of this yet. I think we will be able to do this. I think we'll be able to clear it, but definitely not 3 stars again, which is totally fine. We'll get there eventually. Okay, let me do big heal. Also, you know what I want to try today? Is Simulated World 6, because I cleared 5 the other day, but I am actually kind of terrified of 6. I feel like it might kick my butt. Although, to be fair, most of them past like 3 have been a little bit tricky, but they've been getting easier. I cheesed the world 5 though. Because I took the path of abundance, which just heals you. And that's the only way I made it through the end of that, was just the giant mega heals. Okay, home stretch with this guy. They're slowly but surely whittling down his health, which is nice. Alright, we got her ult. Oh my god, he's so low. Come on, come on. Pixel health. There we go. So that took a lot of cycles. Actually, let's do Palos. Because then they all start with defense reduction, which is really nice. Alright, and we do that. Alright, get that, and then that. Hello! Oh my gosh! Sorry, I'm writing out all the sound alerts. There's so much happening. Ally, thank you for the 2 years. I can't believe it's been 2 years already. That went by so fast. I thought I fixed it over the weekend. I fucking hate OBS. I don't hate OBS. I wish it would just work. Time isn't real. It really isn't. Thankfully, Midumi is not here to yell at us for thinking that. But thank you for the 24 heckin' months. How are you? Sorry, that amount of time caught me off guard. That's all that it was. And thank you for the hydrate. It's been, I don't know. It's like, I can't believe it's been that long. It's like that, like, feels that long, but also not that long at all kind of thing, you know? I'm alright. Sleepy day. How are you? I'm good. I needed an emotional break from Final Fantasy, so we're just chilling out with some Star Rail today. So what I'm doing right now is the Star Rail version of the Spiral Abyss in Genshin. So we're not gonna 3-star, but I'm just trying to clear the floor to clear the floor, right? To have made it through. Yeah, it's like, it's so good. The story is so good, but also literally every time I've gone into Endwalker and the story, I just cry. Because it's a lot. So we're just taking a little break. How is Honkai so far? I love this game, Ally. It is so good. Wait, we actually got 2 stars? What the fuck? How? 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 The first half took so long. You know what? I'm just gonna take it. I'm not gonna argue. I'm just gonna accept it. Okay, then we keep going? Maybe? I don't know. Oh my god, they're level 60. You know what? Oh, fuck it, we bowl. We're already here. We might as well. Yep, fuck it, we bowl. This is the motto. Okay, I think, oh, okay, second half we can do the same. Sela team, because that team is working really well. And then on the first half, oh, he's got a fire weakness, so maybe we do fire MC. We can do Serval for the thunder. We can bring Japard for the ice, and then we bring Natasha. That might work. Star grew up on the streets? Not even. Not even close. Beginning of each cycle, provide a shield to all allies that can absorb damage equal to 25% of their respective max HP. That is actually pretty nuts. I will happily take that. Also, I love when I can enter a battle with Serval. Like, she does so much break damage. If they have lightning weakness, it's so nice. Alright, we can taunt them, which will be really nice as well. Alright, then we get his shield on top of the other shield. So we got mega shields. Nice. I really like, so I really, really like physical main character, but I feel like fire main character is just so ridiculously strong. It's kind of nuts. I will say that, okay, so my one thing that I wish that they would do as well, mostly with the main character, is because switching their paths, and I wish this with Genshin as well. It's not just a Star Rail thing, but by switching their paths, right, you need a new light cone, you need different relics because they scale off of different things. I wish that they would give you the ability to make a loadout. So like here is the physical MC loadout, and then it just auto loads all of your stuff. Here's the fire MC loadout, and it just auto loads all of your stuff. I feel like that would be a really good like quality of life thing that would just make it feel really nice. Yeah, I think it does slot in really well. The taunt is honestly huge. If I can say. I built up my Clara for secondary team, so I still have Fizz covered. Clara is so strong. I don't have her, but Rifts has her, and I've been using Rifts as support, and like, she is really strong. I actually don't think that there isn't a character so far that like isn't really, really strong in some way. Like, I don't know, with Genshin, I feel like Amber was really easily replaced early on. And I know that a lot of people say like, oh, like March is like the Star Rail. Please don't kill Serval. She's like the Star Rail Amber, but I feel like she is still really, really strong. Amber can be strong if she's really well built, but not a lot of people invest enough in her. I don't feel like C6 Amber mains though are fucking crazy in a really, really good way. My Clara probably isn't useful to you anymore. She is. I still take her on some farming stuff. Okay, none of them are weak to physical. It's fine. I should have attacked one of the hands, actually. That would have been smarter. Okay, okay, I'll take it. I do think though, whenever I hit the 300 pity guaranteed 5-star on this standard banner, I'm gonna get Bronya for Zila. You won't make it to Kafka. If you keep saying you're not gonna make it, then the odds are greater that you're not gonna make it.
Just a little something.
What if you chose to look at it differently? Your body is too weak. I think you are stronger than you think you are. Ow.
Nice teamwork.
Alright, I really just want to get this guy out of the picture.
Lance ablaze. Lance power.
This ends here.
Oh, we used this passive. I did not even register that. Okay, so we gotta be a little bit more careful with Shepard then.
Naughty time. I'm on guard.
I was gonna say I wish that there was a lightning healer, but there is. I just don't have her because her name is Bailu. Okay, we can do Mega Shields. Can we freeze him? Nice.
Lance at the ready. Lance
Alright, we do that, we do that. This is gonna take so long. Maybe, you know what? I'm gonna start over because then maybe we can keep Serval alive. So wait, who did I have? Oh god, I forgot already. I forgot already. Okay, so second team. Sela, Pela, March, Herda. First team. Serval. I can find her. I know what their portraits look like. A friend has her as their support. Has Clara. Oh, or Bailu. I'm just thinking about team comps right now. I feel like Hook would be really strong, but she is literally not built at all, and I feel like is way too low level and would just die instantly. We could take Yanqing for the ice. We take Serval for lightning. We can take Fire MC and Natasha. Bailu. Yeah, Bailu seems so strong as a healer.
Will of preservation. Can't stop. A one-time in.
Okay, I think if we can keep Serval and Yanqing alive, maybe we have a better shot.
Ready to lose yourself? You can find it. Or rock with it.
Okay. Ow.
More than medicine. That's better. I can breathe easy again.
He has like no HP. Not ideal. But if he'll work, he works. Alright, we can do that. And then we ult.
A one-time in. Strike with fire. Prize for you. Swords descend.
I feel like, I guess, maybe Natasha is the person that I would immediately replace because I feel like as soon as if I got Bailu, I feel like as soon as that happened, I would just never use Natasha again.
Time for the man. Ready to lose yourself? You can fight it. Or rock with it.
Unless you want a DPS rush, you need some kind of healer. Yeah. Healer or Giga Chad Shielder, I think.
Songs for you.
Okay, I can hit both of them with her AoE. he gives them an attack boost. I know these guys are gonna come after me though.
Swordplay. Strike with heart. Practice. Go. Swords descend.
Okay, it's haunted.
Pretty good crowd.
Fine.
Just a little something.
I use the fire MC with the light cone that reduces team damage by 8%. Oh, that's smart.
Lance at the ready.
I had to use that for high damage simulated universe worlds.
Lance ablaze. Lance.
I think right now, I think the light cone I put on her is just defense increase. Because I had literally nothing ready for Fire MC. Because even since God damn it, I lost Serval again.
Just a little something.
Ever since I unlocked her, I've still only really leveled physical MC. She makes my team at least twice as family, at least twice as tanky. Yeah, she is. The shield you can get is, I think, really big.
That'll take more than medicine.
Alright, we're just gonna heal Natasha, because if she dies, we're kind of fucked.
Just
Do
a little
this.
nice teamwork. Lance ablaze.
And then we do that. How is he like almost full again? I thought I did more damage to him. Okay, and then we're gonna heal Yanqing because he has like no health right now.
Just a little something. Nice teamwork. How many can you block?
Alright, I'm gonna try and get these guys before they come and attack me this time, but I'm not optimistic we'll be able to get them in time.
I'm on guard.
Nope. Okay.
Lance ablaze. Lance forward. Practice more than medicine. Swords descend.
I don't know how much damage this will do to the second one. Actually, a pretty decent amount.
I can breathe easy again. Strike with heart.
Okay, so we can get that one. He'll do a little bit of damage to the big guy.
Lance at the ready.
I wonder if this team would be better served with Hela on it for the defense shred and like debuffing.
I can breathe easy again. Time for swordplay. Strike with heart.
I'm not sure.
How many can you block? Practice. Go. Swords descend.
Alright, we'll heal him. We'll do her ults. Get that little one out of the way.
I'm on guard.
Get rid of his shields, which he's going to immediately get back. I don't think this is the team either. I don't feel like this is it. Okay, nice. We'll do that. Oh, we lost the Unchain. Okay. Let's see. This is really scuffed at this point. Okay. Let's think about this again. Okay, so what if we do Herta, Japard, Fire. Okay, let's try this. See how this goes.
These targets will make for scared yet?
I really feel like if I can just keep Serval alive, I feel like we'll be in a much better place.
Pretty good crowd today. Keep up.
So far, I've not been great at it though.
You can fight it or rock with it. Time to kill.
This ends here.
Okay, get that guy, which gets that guy, which almost gets the third one.
Oh, let's see. Time to kill. Time for them. What are you looking at? Everything for those stars. Give these trailblazers your blessing. Honored to meet you. Who invited
Name
you?
of plan down.
Alright, then we can do
Never falter.
big shields,
Not who I am.
AoE.
It's all yours. Who invited you? Songs for you. Turn it up.
This ends here.
Yeah, if I can get that guy out of the way faster, I think that'll be good.
Pretty good crowd today. Time to kill.
Okay, let's see.
No manners, huh?
Oh, he's taunted. Okay. So he's frozen. Wait.
Ready to lose yourself?
Oh, this is gonna be spicy.
What are you looking at?
Okay, take that. He should be, yeah, he's done. So then we just have the big bed. We'll do big shield again.
Never falter. This ends here.
Just feel like it takes like no damage. Like it takes so long to get through his shields, and then he takes like nothing. Feels bad. But we are definitely getting through his shield faster with Serval still alive, so that's a plus. Shit. Alright, Herda is down.
In the name of Landau, will forged in ice. Never falter.
Time for the main event.
Might be okay, we might not.
Ready to lose yourself? You can fight it. Or rock with it. Oh, let's see.
And we'll do her ult. She doesn't die here.
Rainbow Star, give these trailblazers your blessing. Manners, huh? Songs for you.
We might lose Asta. Hopefully not.
I'm still needed.
Oh, we lost every. Okay, so that's definitely not the team. Okay, got it. I got it. I wish we could do the second half first, but we can't. Okay, we're gonna try that, and then second half we'll put Zila, Fire MC. Okay, we'll try that. Second half doesn't really matter if we can't even make it through the first half, though. Gotta get through that one first.
I'm with you.
I want to try Payla on the first team for the defense reduction. See if that makes a difference.
We have the upper hand. Ready for another?
More business, eh?
Although we might need to swap out Japard for Natasha, actually. We might just need like a straight up healer on the first half. instead of me trying to not bring a healer.
Network detected. Time for good old counter.
I should have saved her ult, actually. We'll build it back up though. It'll be okay. Okay, so let's focus on the two hands because those fuck me up a lot.
Fight it. Or rock with it. Commencing support.
What are you waiting for? To betray my customers? I charge extra.
Okay, one down. I targeted the wrong person. That's okay.
This ends here.
Okay. Okay, so far
Ice. Never fall.
better. I'll take it. Alright, we got her ults again.
Time for good old counter. Time for the enemy targets detected.
Oh, I actually forgot that that guy was there. Maybe I should focus him. Oh, except for now he's gonna get the hands back out. Here.
Commencing support. Ready to lose yourself? You can fight it. Or rock with it. Enemy targets detected.
Okay. Nice. We'll take that.
Network detected. Time for good old counter.
We'll do defense reduction. Maybe this is the team.
More business, eh?
Okay, so now we can just focus on the hands.
Name of Landau. Will forged in ice. Never falter.
Pretty good crowd today. Keep up. Commencing support. Ready for another?
Ooh, nobody got taunted. Nice.
What are you waiting for? To betray my customers? I charge extra. This ends here.
Okay, one down. Oh, he has like a literally a sliver of health. I'm so sad.
What just happened?
Enemy data secure. Network detected. Time for good old counter.
More business, eh?
Although we did lose Serval, and I'm very sad about that. I do not seem to be good at keeping her alive. Oh. Fun. Everybody's dying. Oh, this is awkward. I don't know, do we think that Shepard can white knuckle it against this guy? Like we can just power our way through with only him?
Will forged in ice. Never falter. It'll heal. I'm still needed.
Alright, we popped his passive. He's like literally no health. Yeah, he's dead. Okay, never mind. Okay, maybe we aren't ready for 13 yet. That's okay. We'll get there when we get there. We made it through 12, and honestly, I thought that that would take longer than it did. So I ain't complaining. Oh, our assignments are back. Nice. Okay, let's do some side quests.
Let's take it in turns. You rest. I'll stand guard.
Side quests and exploration. Because I've made good progress on like the chests and stuff, but there's still a good amount to find. Okay, so now we gotta go back to Backwater Pass. If you're waiting for Kafka, you're probably not pulling for Jingyuan, right? If you're some... Virginia? Jing Yuan, the general. His banner came out today. Who is Mr. Stefan? You're not swiping for him. I was not like, super sure until like his trial is like he is kind of nutso. Like obviously he's like super built and super buffed and whatever for the trial of him. But like he just does ridiculous damage.
Told you I could fight.
Like it's so much damage. Also, I think it's kind of funny because the voice actor for Jingyuan is the same as the voice actor for Sino in Genshin. And they're like they're very different characters, but they're also very, very similar characters. And I just think it's really amusing that like...
Time for the master stroke.
I don't know, that he is playing like a general in both games that uses the power of like electro or lightning, depending on how you want to look at it.
Watch this awesome move.
It's just so ridiculously strong. Which I know is like the thing, right? They want the characters to be the 5 stars to be like hella strong. I am not gonna worry about a treasure hunt right now. He does so much damage until you unlock him and be like, where did all the damage go? I know, right? It's like, oh wait, he doesn't just start out doing that damage at level 1? What is this? Yeah, it's kind of crazy. But he seems really strong. I just wish, and this is the same thing that I've said about Genshin as well, as like, I just wish that you either got more resin you could use per day, or they didn't cap it. Because I would like to farm much more than I am currently able to because of the resin cap. But I know that that's like part of the like, they're trying to get you to come back and log in every day and all that kind of jazz. But I would absolutely no life farming for character mats and stuff. I don't even know who would be good with Jingyuan though on a team. I'm sure somebody somewhere has already figured it out. Okay, we gotta go that way. I will say I less so want Jingyuan. Like, I would be happy to have him. I don't have the same like, I would love to have him as much as I like wanted to have Zila, but I would absolutely love to have Tingyun as a support because she seems really, really good. Also, Pela is so cute. She's so tiny, but very adorable. I also would love her shoes. Like, to have those boots, I'd be very happy. And Servals as well, actually. Okay, I haven't tried this team, but let's try it. Since recommended type is ice, we'll try Yanqing DPS team. How are the roulettes going, Rifts? Hopefully not many deaths. It's my emotional support robot. Well, oh gosh. Oh wait, look. It's double Pela. There's 2 of her. I love her. Okay, actually, that's too weird for her to be following her own person. I would also love. Wait, how do I get so I can see them? I love ass issues as well. They did such a good job with like the costume design for all the characters. Oh, I need to use the thing. Okay, can I go around this way? You went to Boja because you were close to ranking up. Rank 22 now. I don't know anything about the Boja ranks, but congratulations. Is it like right here? I did some solo Eureka farming today, which was pretty nice. But I was really sad because I was in there for like an hour and maybe it was just like a really awkward time. But like no notorious monsters popped and I was very sad about it. Still got like a fair amount of crystals though. Still have a long ways to go to 800. Nope, it moved. God damn it. Okay, well then I'm just not gonna bother. Oh, hi. Hello. Hello, friends. Same as levels in Eureka. Oh, that's right, because it has like a, even though you get the experience for your job outside of Boja, you still have like the internal levels, right? I think I remember seeing that when you guys were doing the, I forget what it's called again, but the very intense, scary looking Boja raid. Yeah, that place. I'm so scared to go in there. I'm not gonna lie, I am sure that it is like fun once you figure it out, but like it looks kind of scary watching you guys go through it. Actually, we'll shield Asta. Once you're in the fight, it's different. That makes sense. I feel like a lot of things like that are like that in 14 for me, where it's like from the outside, I'm like, this looks terrifying, and then once I'm in it, it's like, oh, that wasn't that bad. Also, whichever the pandemonium stuff you guys were doing today, I don't know if it was easier than Eden, but it looked less absolutely crazy, chaotic, and stressful than Eden. The fights seemed really cool, at least from the outside. They might have been hella stressful on the inside, though. But I think I still have a ways to go before I can do those. I know I would be closer to doing them if I was going through Endwalker today, but other choices were made. Alright, we'll shield him. I don't know how to explain it. Like, I would watch streams of World of Warcraft's raiding and be like, this looks boring as fuck, but actually being in the raid was just different. Yeah, I feel like a lot of kind of stuff like this, it's
No manners, huh?
when you're in it is way different than like watching it.
Enemy targets to ready for another.
So I definitely get that. Like, so I did like a couple hours of like the WoW trial or whatever, and I got super, it didn't get super into it. But like, I never really like watching people stream WoW, but playing it in that like little free trial thing that I did was more fun. Like, I had more fun doing that than I did watching people play it. But I also wonder if that's just partly because I have no idea what's happening in WoW.
Swords descend. No manners, huh?
I'll say what we did today was definitely harder than Eden. Oh no, I have to practice Eden then, so I'm prepared.
Things ordained by the star.
However, I was the only one in the group that had never been there, so you were watching people that knew what they were doing, so it looked easier. Maybe what seemed easier, what made it seem easier to me also was like the arenas didn't seem as crazy, right? The Eden arenas are like, there's a lot happening.
My turn. Ready for another?
But the Pandemonium ones didn't seem to, at least just from watching it, it didn't seem to have that, like, same kind of feeling. Like the Eden version of the Titan raid, you know, where like the arena is just like falling apart. Oh my gosh. I just followed everyone and made a lot of mistakes, but it didn't have much of an impact because everyone else knew what they were doing. I can definitely understand that because, as you know, with new stuff, I'm just like, okay, I will try to follow people if I can follow people. Sarah, just let me wing it. Pattern of a counterclockwise rotation arrow. Okay, so whatever. Okay, so there's gonna have to be rotations. There's gonna be a puzzle. Okay. Yeah, I like that she has like created an environment where you can like go through something for the first time and not feel like you feel like really supported, right? Which is really nice.
Enemy data secure. Network effective. Time for good old
I also just realized I don't have a healer on this team. So if anybody dies, we are kind of screwed, but maybe we'll be okay.
try hard stuff. Watch this awesome move.
Okay, we'll heal him. Or shield him, not heal him. I also want to go back for the Eden stuff and like practice just healing it. Because as much as I'm like, okay, like I can get through healing the Zodiac trial, right? Which is the one where you're like, if you can heal this, you can heal anything in Endwalker. I feel like playing with so much DPS and tank, I'm just like out of practice with a lot of healing, and I just want to feel more like confident, you know? And I figure if I can get to where I feel confident healing the Eden raids, then I think I will be confident healing anything. She asked at the start if I wanted mechanic information, and I declined and said, let's go. I love that she gave you the option. That's really nice. I also really like blind runs the first time through on something. It is very fun, in my opinion. But I also know that that's not everybody's jam, right? Some people like to know the entire fight before they ever fight it themselves. Maybe Asa was not the best here.
Trailblazers, your
I think we'll be okay.
commencing support. Ready for another? How many can you block?
Alright, we'll do that.
Right at you.
Maybe get him here.
Practice is over. Swords descend.
I think with his ult we can for sure. Yeah. You only fully wiped one of the 8 fights? That is so impressive. That is really, really good. Everything else was a first try clear. Yeah, that is awesome. Oh, we got a little healing thing. Nice. Alright, let's see what our little robot found. Wait, how do I get over there? Oh, this way. I remember. I can figure out how to work the map. This is correct. Maybe. Up here? Maybe I shouldn't have been so confident about my ability to read the map. How do I get... Okay, I can't look at the map. I can't get that way. Oh my gosh. The fight we wiped, boss had less than 5% HP. Someone just missed a mechanic that wiped the entire party. That's always rough when that happens. So how do I... Am I just missing something? Wait, can I... Oh, did I just have to keep going? I just had to keep going, not turn back. Okay. Yeah, this is fine. We're totally fine. Clockwise rotation arrow. Okay. Now, there are many monsters. That's why I say it's harder, like legit standing 2 steps over caused the wipe. Yeah, that's definitely like way more punishing for sure. Oh, I should have shielded Pela instead. That's okay. I think it'll all work out fine.
Enemy targets ready for another.
Easy peasy. Yeah, and that's why I feel like I need to practice more. Like if I want to run a healer on a lot of things, I just feel like I need to learn more of the fights and get more kind of comfy with it again. Not that I'm uncomfy with healing, but I've definitely gotten used to like in the raids, kind of like that, doing more DPSing, if that makes sense.
Watch this awesome move. We have the upper hand. Enemy data secure. Network defensible. Time for good old
And then who knows when I will like feel comfy tanking anything like that. I feel like that is a ways away. I like, okay, so I really like the Titania
ready for another.
gunbreaker weapon as well, the shiny one. And I have all this stuff except for the phantom wing for that one as well. But I'm really nervous to make it or to have it because then I feel like I would want to use it. And then if I use it, then I feel like people are going to be like, oh, she has like a really cool weapon, right? Like she must know what she's doing. And I don't know what I'm doing on tank. I'm learning, but I still have no idea. Oh shit, okay. I have space. Okay, so clockwise. Then counterclockwise. And then was the counter again? No. Okay, clockwise. Counter. Clock. Okay, we did it. Just stand on Limsa with battle stance on like every other gunbreaker. Be like, yes, this is my AFK and Limsa class. This is all I do. Okay, I think that is what we... Is that what we want? I'm not super sure. Yeah, because we gotta get over to her. Okay. It looks so good. Did you ever play competitive Overwatch Rifts? Because in competitive Overwatch, you can exchange competitive points for golden guns, and so people would get them for their mains. Although if you just like grinded a bunch of competitive Overwatch, you would just get so many points that then you would just like people who played for like a really long time would just have like golden guns for like everybody in the game. But for me, I always felt like a golden gun was like showing to like your team and the enemy team like, hey, this is a character that I main, I know what I'm doing, right? So like expectations would be higher. And this is not just like me imagining that, like this is a thing that like when I was playing a lot of Overwatch with people, and especially competitive, it was like a thing like, oh, like the Ashe has a golden gun, watch out, she's gonna get you kind of thing. And so I feel the same about that as with like the really shiny weapons in 14. To me, in my brain, they're really similar of like, oh, like if like someone has like an Uwu weapon, right? Like one of the ultimate weapons for their class, and that's like their main class. Or maybe not their main, but like they know what they're doing, right? Which may or may not be the case, but I just feel like, and it makes me nervous. Have like a really cool looking shiny weapon for Gunbreaker, but then feel like I don't know what I'm doing on Gunbreaker. Which just goes to the point that if anybody that is here did not know this about me, I am a very anxious human being. So is that really the case? Who knows? Would anybody even care? Probably not. Does my brain care? More than I would like to admit. Alright, we'll get this guy. We're here. Not. I keep saying heal from March. We are shielding with March. Yeah, I actually really miss when Overwatch was like really good. It has just been like run into the ground and it makes me really sad. And a lot of people right now, including myself, are, even though I don't really play Overwatch anymore, are justifiably very angry at Blizzard. Because, so Overwatch used to just be like, it was just Overwatch, right? Like it was just Overwatch 1 now. You need to run more dungeons and see how many people have no idea what they're doing but look really cool. I believe it. I just have a really bad habit of getting into my own head about things like this. For like original, like OG Overwatch was really, really good. I absolutely loved it. I played the shit out of it. Like, it was so good. And then, so Overwatch 2 had been in development for like years and years and years and years. I forgot how many years at this point, but it was like a lot. And it kept getting delayed or things kept happening that like made it not come to pass. And they kept talking about it and like, it's like this like really great, like super cool thing. And a really big thing about Overwatch 2 is because Overwatch was just PvP, right? It was just, well, there were like other like random game modes, but the core game mode was it was the 6v6. And then there were like the different types of maps. The heroes were like, it was really solid, but it was all PvP. They would have seasonal events that were more like PvE focused, right? Like player versus environment, and those were really cool, but they were like very few and far between. And so the really exciting thing about Overwatch 2 is it was promised by Blizzard was that it was going to be PvE focused. Because they wanted to bring in more of that kind of stuff. And then Blizzard also kept saying like nothing was gonna happen to the original Overwatch because it would be a completely different game. Right? Like Overwatch 2 would just be like PvE stuff and missions and all this kind of thing. And the original Overwatch would still just be like the 6v6 PvP mode that people like loved. That obviously did not come to pass. So Overwatch 2 was like announced as like it's actually coming, right? It's actually gonna be a thing. And then they were like, oh yeah, we're also shutting down Overwatch 1. So I forget what day it was, but it was like, it was a really sad day because like all these people who had played Overwatch that thought they would get to keep Overwatch, especially because you had to pay for it. It wasn't free to play like it is now. Like the game was just gone. It was just completely shut down. And so Overwatch 2 is like mostly the same game. It got like, there was like some graphics updates to like some of the characters, and they made it a 5v5 instead of a 6v6. So instead of there were 2 tanks, 2 DPS, 2 supports, there's 1 tank, 2 DPS, 2 supports, which I personally do not like. I think the 1 tank, it just feels wrong to me. They added new maps, they took away a zone, they went free to play instead of it being paid, because the game used to be $30. So I went to free to play with like the battle pass system, and then they made a cash shop. And a lot of people, again, myself included, were like really mad about that because the loot box system in the original Overwatch was really good. I promise this is a very long tangent, but I promise it does have a point. But like, then the Blizzard devs kept saying like, oh, PvE isn't ready, it's delayed, it's whatever, it's like not coming out yet. They released a few new heroes, which a couple of them I actually like really enjoy. Some of them are not my jam, but one of the new tanks was supposed to like be kind of like the, okay, we're moving into PvE now, because he was supposed to have like missions in PvE and stuff, right? But then that never happened, and so they're on like competitive, they're like season 5 or 6 of however they're defining seasons in the game now, which I don't quite understand because I don't really play Overwatch 2. But then they just announced like a couple days ago that they are halting production on PvE, and it will probably never actually come to be. And that is so infuriating, even as somebody who doesn't even play the game anymore, but who loved the game, because Overwatch 1 was fine. It was totally fine. They didn't need to scrap it. They didn't need to change it. They didn't need to just port it over to Overwatch 2. Like, they could have done so many things differently, but they didn't. And then the big thing that was supposed to be Overwatch 2, they're like, oh yeah, by the way, that thing that we've been promising for like years and years and years and years and years, like, yeah, we're just not going to do it anymore. And it's really frustrating. Hello, Shazam. How are you? Welcome to my Blizzard killed Overwatch rants. So it just breaks my heart, because Overwatch was so good and I absolutely loved it. And for a really long time, that was like my comfort game. You know, I met a lot of really great people playing it. I had a really good time. I absolutely loved it. I don't really play it anymore, but that's like a different story. But like, it's just really sad to watch. It's just really sad to watch Blizzard fumble something that was so good, you know? And like, I don't think Blizzard is a good company. Personally, I don't really like them. So like, does it surprise me? Not really. Do I still think it's really shitty? Yeah, it just makes me really like angry that like they did all of this shit and then they're not even gonna do the thing that they promised, which is the whole reason they did all of this stuff to begin with. Just wait till you log in again. Wait, what's gonna happen when I log in again into 14 Rifts? You've lived this before with Fortnite when they abandoned Save the World and went all in on Battle Royale. Like, I was playing Fortnite Save the World almost 2 years before they released it. I've never actually played that mode. But yeah, I was part of a conversation actually with people that I used to play Overwatch with all the time. And one of them was, like, brought that up as like, yeah, this kind of thing has happened before and it sucks. I don't know. I feel like, and I said this in that conversation too, I was like, I feel like there's a world where Blizzard, and I don't know all the details of like what they said for why they're not doing PvE. So I know very broad strokes, but I feel like there's a world in which they could keep focusing on like the battle pass and the seasons and the PvP aspects of it that they're like very known for, but then also have the resources to create, ship, and maintain a PvE mode. Because it's not like Blizzard is like a small indie company. Like, I feel like they would have the resources to be able to do that. And obviously, like, we're not in the rooms where those conversations and decisions are happening, but like, I don't feel like it's impossible. I don't know. It just makes me really angry and like really sad, and like why are they just absolutely killing this game, you know? And then they got rid of trios. He never played the first and the sequel. Oh, you only use Blizzard for Modern Warfare 2. That's fair. Original Overwatch was so good. It was so, so good. I actually don't even remember why I started ranting about this. But here we are, like 15 minutes later. Not to defend Blizzard, but when things like this happen, there's a lot more going on behind the scenes than we'll ever know about. True. And that's what I'm saying. Like, we're not in the rooms. We don't know all the conversations and all the considerations that are going into the decisions. But it still just feels really bad. Because I feel like it would be, to me, it would be different if they had never killed Overwatch 1. Like, because they could have like rebuilt it all on a new engine, because I think that's part of what the move to Overwatch 2 was. They could have done the graphics update in the original Overwatch. They could have made it free. Like, they could have done all of that in the original game and then been like, yeah, we're still working on Overwatch 2, and then just been like, yeah, this isn't happening. But they went about it the way they went about it, which they thought was the right choice, and now they're not doing PvE, which they think is the right choice. I just wish we understood more, or that they had navigated it differently. I don't really see why they needed to be as separate, as Overwatch 2 doesn't even seem like a different game at all. Welcome to the confusion of so many Overwatch players' rifts. Like, literally, like, I think if I remember correctly, part of it was that Overwatch 2 is on a different engine. I can't tell you which engines either of them are on. I think that was part of it. And then they did like a graphics update. And apparently that warranted a whole new game? Question mark? It just always seemed really weird to me. And there are people who are like, oh, but it is a different game and it's 5v5 instead of 6v6, and all the heroes are like slightly different, like whatever. But it's pretty much just like, I feel like those are all things that they could have updated in the original game and it would have been totally fine. Like, I don't feel like they needed to make a whole new game just for it to be basically the same game. Like, that is a decision that I will never understand. I don't think I will ever understand that decision. And it really felt like when it happened, when they announced that everybody would so part of what they did when they launched Overwatch 2 is obviously they shut down Overwatch 1, but there were a lot of people like me who, like, I bought it for my PC, and then I also bought it for my Switch. So there were two different accounts, even though at some point they enabled crossplay, but that wasn't a thing when I started playing it. But like, those two different accounts had like different skins, had different emotes, had different whatever. So one really nice thing about the move to Overwatch 2 was that if you had played Overwatch on multiple devices, you could merge them together basically. So now in Overwatch 2, I have access to all of the things that I had between the two different accounts, right? So like, that was really nice. But it really felt like a sucker punch, because for so long Blizzard maintains that like nothing was gonna happen to the original Overwatch, but then they just were like, oh yeah, well, this is going away. Like, it was just like, well, that sucks. You know, like nobody had any say in the matter. It was just like, oh yeah, on like whatever, like October 31st, 2022, it's being shut down forever and there's nothing you can do. And it was just like, I was so angry when that happens. I'm still like kind of angry, as you can probably tell, even though I don't play the game anymore. They could have killed off either game and there would have been absolutely no difference to me. Yeah. But their decision to drop from 6v6 to 5v5, then saying all professional games will be played in Overwatch 2 actually killed a lot of professional players' careers. Yeah, that's right. And that's not even, I don't know a ton about the Overwatch League, but I also know, I remember there being a lot of impacts of the change, like not just on like the casual player base like me, but like on the professionals whose like livelihood is playing Overwatch competitively. Like it's just I feel like from the outside things could have been handled a lot differently. They made the choices that they made. It is what it is, but it just makes me, it just I think the crux of it for me is like it feels like they're like jerking around their player base and like not trying to support them at all, and that just feels like really bad to me. Like, why are you not trying to take care of the people that are playing your game, and why are you instead like, I don't know if punishing is the right word, but like penalizing them for wanting to do certain things, you know? Or like just penalizing them for like, I don't know. It's just the whole thing, you know? A whole gosh darn thing.
Want a spar?
And like I still have it installed on my computer, and like I'll play it if like friends want to play it, although that doesn't really happen very much anymore because like everybody that I know that I would play Overwatch with is kind of moved away from it. But it's like I can't ever bring myself to just like solo queue into a game like I used to do, because the people that are making the decisions are never actual users of their own products. That is true. That is true. Why are, I would like just a yes, I would like to come along option. Yeah, it just drives me crazy. Oh god, there are actually so many quests. I need to do the math. I am missing a certain amount of currency for the last item that you can buy with the shields currency, and I don't know how to get it. Daisy, hello. How are you? Thank you for the hydrate. I will have to get more water soon because I'm pretty sure I just drank the last of my water. Video game companies run by people that don't play video games. Live streaming services, Twitch, run by people that don't watch streams. Mobile game companies run by people that don't understand that everyone hates advertisements in their games. Yeah. Yeah, it's definitely a thing. I've definitely ranted about Twitch before because, oh boy, there's a lot of stuff I do not agree with that Twitch does, even though they created the platform that lets me like play games and hang out with you guys most nights. But like, I'm very grateful to Twitch because my life would not be what it is right now without it, and I am not exaggerating, but like there are a lot of things that are not great. I have so many quests. I have so many, Daisy, look. Okay, we just got this one. Literally just got this one. But I have all of these. I just haven't been doing the side quests. I've literally just been farming for Azila and doing dailies and stuff, Daisy. But she is looking so healthy. So I'm not even mad. So we got her almost 2400 attack, 115 speed, 27 over 85, which is like, I feel like, because crit rate has actually been really hard to get in relics so far for me. I feel like that is respectable for level 60. We have her on her light cone. We have her with a full 4-star set, except for, or 5-star, but not these guys yet. We got her E1, which you saw in Discord, which I'm still a little bit like in disbelief. Like, she is looking really healthy, so I'm not even mad. I just like have not built anybody else, done anything else really, because I've like just been farming stuff for her. But I am very happy with how she's looking so far. You're so close to level 50. You need 7,400 Trailblaze EXP. You got this, Shazam. 50 is the next it's the next like world ascension level, right? If I remember correctly. I'm gonna BRB real quick and get up and watch my laptop. Oh, that's right, it's like early morning for you. Good morning, Daisy. I just saw you streaming and had to hop on when I woke. I appreciate it. Around 5 days of just dailies without using Trailblaze power. Yeah, it's honestly really, they've made it really easy to get the EXP you need for the Trailblaze levels, which I appreciate. 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, and 65. Oh yeah, that's right. Trailblaze level goes past your adventure rank. Or like they've maxed it, right? I think max, is it 70 or 65? I just hit 45? Are we on 45? Yeah, I hit 45 today. I hit it off stream, which is very exciting. I'm very happy about that. 70 max, yeah. I wonder when, like, I wonder if they're ever gonna raise the adventure rank cap in Genshin. I'm not 60 yet, but I'm getting closer and closer to it. And I know people have been 60 for like a hella long time. It would be nice if they did, but at this point I don't know. If they haven't already, I don't know if they would. Okay, so this is the only thing I can buy. Okay, we have 340. It's 500. I don't know where to get the rest of the currency because I've gotten all the chests. I've done all the things that I know to do. Right? We have all of this for the space station. They aren't gonna raise it. Once you hit 60, it converts adventure experience to gold. I actually didn't know that. It's been almost a year since I hit 60 and I don't think it'll change. I just don't know because I know that we're only in like, I think in the grand arc of Genshin there's still a long ways to go, right? So I just feel like because a lot of the player base is probably already at 60 or very close to 60, I feel like it would be weird if it's like we still have like, I don't know, 5 years of content, but the adventure rank never changes. But I don't know. They know what they're doing. I'm just there to play the game. Do the side quests? Yeah, that's the plan today. I just keep getting distracted by tangents, and I am not great at multitasking, so then we just stand here while I rant about things. There are some quests that have chests that refresh. Oh, that's nice. Yeah, we still need Fontaine, Natlands, Snowsnaya, and the Black Castle. I am so excited for everything that's to come, but I wish it would come a little bit faster, but I also understand they have a schedule, they have a structure, they're sticking to it. That's totally fine. Okay, I am gonna BRB real quick because I am out of water. So I'm gonna grab some more, and then we're going to actually do another side quest and not just watch Sela in idle animation for like an hour.
We'll do it part kill, do we?
No, I'm not gonna do that. There are boobs incoming if you click the link. Can I put this on top of that? Is that like a thing? Oh my god, where the fuck did that go? Hello?
Toxin screen down.
Hello? Where did that go?
Poison orb emitting.
That. Oh? Look at the cats. Look at them. Just hanging out and looking at the view. Oh my god, I love that. Do I have it on a high quality? I literally almost walked right by. I think we both like didn't notice each other because he like crouched right in front of me and I literally almost walked right past him. I don't know. Medumi says 10, Panda says 10. Matt says absolutely a 10. Hi, yes, you, asshole, sir. Oh, it just ends us.
We'll do it part kill, do we?
No, I'm not gonna do that. There are boobs incoming if you click the link. Can I put this on top of that? Is that like a thing? Oh my god, where the fuck did that go? Hello?
Toxin screen down.
Hello? Where did that go?
Poison orb emitting.
That. Hello again. I have a full bottle of water, so it should last us a while. At least through the end of stream. Alright, let's go talk to Asta. Thank you. Oh, also, I didn't tell you, Rifts, but I didn't get the house. I was really sad. I think I was the third person that bid on it, and it went to whoever was the first. I was really sad about that today. And then I went, so part of what I was doing in 14 earlier was going around the different housing districts and looking at different open plots, but a lot of them were like unavailable to purchase. So I'm gonna wait until the little thing in the timers menu doesn't say results period in progress, but till like it opens back up and then go scouting again. I just stuck all the gil on a retainer so it doesn't like disappear. The problem is because I went to like all the different neighborhoods. Part of the problem is that I really love Shirogane, but I feel like that's like gonna be one of the most competitive housing areas to get into. Hello, Smooth. How are you? Will you get your money back? Yeah, that's really nice. It'll just tell you in the next bidding phases. Yeah, I just have to wait. So now I am going to be in that like Wait, scout, babe, wait, potentially restart the cycle over and over again. But fingers crossed they can get lucky and get a house in Kugane. I'm good, how are you? I am good. We are taking a break from the Endwalker emotional pain to do some Star Rail, which has been really good. We got up to, we cleared floor 12 of Forgotten Memory. Forgotten Hall with the memory person? I'm forgetting what it's called right now. And now we are just doing side quests. I'm also apparently forgetting how to talk. Oh my gosh. But I'm glad you're good. Forgotten Hall is so annoying in the second part of it. I just don't have enough. If it's still just the one team, I'm totally fine because Zila just blasts through everybody at this point. But getting to where you have the two teams is where I'm running into problems, because then I have one team with a really built Zila and semi-built supports for Zila, and then nobody else is really built at all, and so it just was a struggle. I was honestly amazed that we made it through floor 12. But I couldn't make it through 13, and I just accepted that it is not in the cards right now. But when I have more people built, then I'll revisit it and then hopefully be able to clear. So I'm not too worried about it. I need lightning to break, but Serval is my only lightning AoE user and you don't want to build her. Is that because you would only use her in the Forgotten Hall Shazam? Zila just obliterates them, and the two teams is where it was saved by Dan and Sushang. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. Oh my god, there's so many messages. You have Himiko, but her damage seems so lackluster, and yeah, only for Forgotten. I guess that makes sense. I don't have Himiko, but if Harrison, who may or may not still be here, or he might have hopped off, he is a really built Himiko, and she does like mega damage. But I don't have her, so I have no idea how to build her. Okay, we need to go this way. You want Jingyuan? I feel like he would be so strong. Get out of my way. Okay, not that person. How far? You said you're like 40 something away from your pity, right? 47 pulse and 80 got poop. Oh no. Yeah, that always feels bad. Oh, look at chest. Nice. Can I talk to you? No. Oh, maybe her? 43 pulls away. Well, I personally have never had to go so far to the full pity to get a 5-star, so I'm going to send my luck over to you and hope that he comes home for you much, much sooner than 43 pulls from now. Okay, now where do I go? I keep trying to use the Genshin, like, keyboard shortcuts. Absorbing your luck now? Heck yeah. I apparently have semi-good luck in Star Rail. I did not have good luck though yesterday in Genshin. I got to hard pity on Baizu's banner, and I really wanted him to come home, but then I lost to Mona, and I was really sad. Also because there's still a few days left, but I don't think I will be able to get like enough pulls together before his banner ends for him to come home. So I'll just have to wait for the next one to see who we're guaranteed for, or just wait and not pull. But then we had crazy Zelo luck today, so who fucking knows, you know? You play this and Genshin? I do. I've played Genshin for a very long time now. Bum, 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 bum. Are those confirmed Shazam or are they leaks? Because if those are leaked at all, I would rather not know. I know I'm not like an official YO creator, and they definitely get penalized for leaks, but I just generally don't like leaks, so I just like to err on the side of being more cautious. What a gamer! I try. Literally, Smooth, do you want to know what I do? What games I play? What my little comfy rotation is? It's Star Rail, it's Genshin, it's Final Fantasy 14, and then like a bit of League when I just want to get really angry at the world. That's all I do. Yoimiya, Yai, Kazuha, Alhaitham. Alhaitham's getting another rerun again. I feel like the Sumeru characters are getting reruns really fast. Confirmed on the live stream? Okay. I just don't like leaks. I just like to know things when like we're meant to know them. Just remove League, JK. I used to play a lot of it. I actually started playing it because my partner wanted to play it. We weren't dating then. But he had played it a lot before, and then he taught me, and then we used to play together. But now I don't really play. I just like I get into like these really specific moods where I want to play League, and a lot of it is because it's like I don't know how to explain this in a way that makes sense, but like there's a certain thing that happens in League where I don't have to use all of my brain, even though I'm using. Maybe it's just because I'm using a different part of my brain than I use in other games. But it's really nice. But then people are mean, and then I get really angry, and then I'm like, why am I doing this? And then I usually just play one game, and then I quit, and then it's like weeks until I play again. You might get Yoimiya because you have an extra copy of the Aqua and you want her. I would love to have the Aqua for Yelan. I tried so hard. I don't generally pull on the weapon banner, but I was pulling for hers, but I got Homa instead, which isn't a bad weapon. I just really wanted Aqua. So next time her banner's around, I'm gonna try and pull that for her. Oh wait, where are we going? We're going on a trip. You played League up until level 19. That is fair. Daisy can confirm, because we have played League together with some friends, can be really fun, can also make us all really angry at each other. So it's probably a good thing that we don't really play it anymore, because the getting angry at each other part was like not always the most fun. Do you use your brain much for this game? I usually go autopilot. I use it for like the big battle stuff and the story stuff, but like this side quest stuff, I literally am not using my brain at all. Like I'm like reading the dialogue, but I'm not like, you know. We're just chatting. And the game happens to be happening in the background. I don't think we get angry at each other, at least. It's just been do me up my ass. Yeah, I just feel like I don't know, tensions could get high and most of the frustration was at the game. But then I don't know, it's more fun if we're playing something where we're like all having fun, you know?
So you are afraid of me. I'll end your misery. I'll free you from your disappear among the sea of butterflies. Illusions of the
But yeah,
past.
I go through phases with Genshin. Like, I really love it, but I've always been like either very intense about it or kind of like ambivalent. And I feel like I was really intense for a lot of this year. Like, I was like really, really, like I was like really playing it a lot.
Ready for another?
But then between like the MSQ stuff in 14 and like this coming out, I've gotten to the point where like with Genshin, I'm just in a very like chill phase. Like I'll do the story, I'll do the events. The new area was really fun. But mostly I just like log on, do dailies, spend resin, log off. And like that's totally fine. And I know that like it'll ebb and flow, right? So for right now, it's very like I'm not spending a lot of time in it. I know that there will be a time again where I'm spending like a lot more time in it. So like while this game is a little bit more like brain off, I'm spending way more time in it. But it's not bad either if it's a brain off thing. I feel like the way that I phrased that made it seem like it was the bad thing. It's not a bad thing. Playing League with you guys was enjoyable nonetheless. It was. I had a lot of fun. That is definitely a game that is like, again, I think much better served by playing with people. What are you? Oh, I've already unlocked this. I just completely forgot. Okay, cool. I don't know, it's just like, I've talked about this with Erie before, it's like a very specific way of like, where I feel like I don't have to use my brain, that League like scratches that itch in a way that the other games that I play don't.
So you are afraid
I don't know how to explain it in a way that makes sense.
Who's next? Enemy data secure. Network detected. Time for little counter. Oh, I like these. Time for a shot. Now.
Thank you for the lurk, Smooth. I appreciate it.
I'll free you from your chains.
Alright, we'll go after this guy.
Here among the sea of butterflies.
It makes sense. I'm glad that makes sense outside of my brain. Because I have a hard time putting into words what that feeling is for me with League. I'm glad League is like that for you, honestly. Thank you. I am too. It has taken a while to get to that point, or to get to this point, but I like it. It's like pretty chill now. Because you usually rank as well, and I don't know how you don't stress ranking in League since they have the nicest of people. I know, right? League players are the nicest humans. I've met some pretty nice people, but yeah, overall, it is a wild ride. I just figure, like, and I've talked about this with Matt before, because he's like, why? Like, you would just have more fun playing solo queue. And I'm like, yeah, you're probably right. And even though I don't care about my rank in League, like, I'm not attached to it in any way, I just figure if I'm going to... Oh, there's the puzzle thing. If I'm going to spend time playing it, then I might as well go for LP. But, oh, I think I remember trying to do this one, and I don't think I got it. Oh, wait. Wait. I need the fucking the. Oh, the greens have to move. That's what it is. I am going to apologize in advance for whenever I do Zelda streams. I am going to absolutely struggle with the puzzles. And you guys are just gonna have to bear with me. So, how do. Is it that way? No, that's not right. I wish I could, like, move the vantage point of this. No, no, wait, that's not what I meant to do. If I move these, is that, nope. That didn't work. You can use Q or E. Oh, wait, really? Oh, we got it. Oh, I wasn't even trying. Okay, well, that is good to know. Thank you, Shazam. I really thought it just had to say where it was. I am the president of the Hexanexus Secret Society. We are called the Hex Club. Have you heard of the Hexanexus? I've posed this question to countless people. Those I asked eventually began to learn about it, were saved by it, were moved by it, and became inspired by it. There are innumerable masterpieces in the Artisanship Commission, but never had there been a piece de resistance that symbolizes the artistry and workmanship of craftsmen until the Hexanexus disrupted the status quo. To us, the Hexanexus represents the heart and soul of craftmasters and the original intent of a creation. Only with such a soul can one begin their first step on the road to mastery. We who still walk the road will inevitably experience joy and sorrow, but as long as the Hexanexus exists, we can look at the future with hope and smiles. Our society's goal is to spread unforeseen joy and passion to all the people in the world through the Hexanexus, to fill life with curiosity and euphoria. With utmost respect, the Hex Club. If they respected us, would they have just texted us all of this stuff without us consenting to it, though? Where did you get the contact info? That's not important. What's important is that we found you. We notice you have engaged with our Hexanexus devices multiple times and had taken the treasure from the chests. That is our treasure chest. So? You took our treasure chest and have the gall to be so obnoxious. You must have done many similar deeds. But this time, it's not the same. You know, we can report you to the Realm Keeping Commission. However, us Hex Club is a reasonable organization, I promise you. So long as you continue to play with our Hexanexus devices, we won't make a report. Also, if you complete all Hexanexus puzzles, we will present you with a lifetime member to the Secret Society. Very exciting. I can continue to solve the Hexanexus, but will I be able to continue taking the treasures? Of course, that's part of the publicity budget. But here's the warning, if you want out, you'll have to reimburse in double. For as long as you continue to solve the Hexanexus, you will be our sister from another mother. Hexanexus forever! Keep playing with the Hexanexus, we'll be in touch. That's so weird. Okay. Oh wait, so we might have enough for some singles. And I'm pretty sure if Blitz was here, he'd be like, Star, you should save your Jade. But Blitz isn't here, so you know what? Hexanexus forever! Oh, we don't have enough, never mind. JK. I forget I said anything. How do I get up there? Oh, I have to go. Okay. I have to go this way. I really thought with all the chests we've opened we would have enough for one pull, but that's okay. We will get there. I have no doubt. I guess it's like, I don't know. I don't really want a lifetime membership to their secret society, but all things considered, that's like not the worst thing that they could promise is like a reward. You know, they could be like, we're gonna arrest you after you get all of the treasure. Alright, now we follow the bird again. Who is probably gonna go straight into the enemies I did not fight, if I had to guess. Yep. Is making a beeline. Okay. So then we will do a little fight.
So you are afraid of me. Disappear among the sea of butterflies. Illusions of the past. Don't mess with me. Enemy data secure. Network sensitive.
Daisy, are you gonna go see the Five Nights at Freddy movie when it comes out?
I'll end your misery.
I think the trailer for that came out yesterday or the day before. It looks really good, and I kind of hate that because it is gonna scare me. Yeah, there's gonna be a movie, I think.
I'll free you from disappear among the sea of butterflies. Illusions of the past.
Which I don't know if I'd be able to handle it because they say that, and then I was like, well, I tried watching a lore video one time because I want to understand what's happening, but I like can't play the games or like watch them because they're too jump scary. And then I was like, oh, this is like gnarly. So I don't know if I'd actually be able to go watch the movie, but like theoretically, a movie sounds really cool. It looked good, like the trailer looked really good. I had no idea how dark the lore was, Daisy. It was like, it is nasty without saying anything that would spoiler anything. You'll definitely try. Good luck. There's a trailer. Yeah, I haven't watched the trailer like all the way through, but it looks pretty good from what I have seen. Weren't you playing the most recent one, Daisy? At some point? I feel like I remember that, but I could be cute lady chatting online. Welcome, lonesome traveler. I've heard what happened. Our meeting in the Sea of Strangers could be a type of fated encounter. Yeah. I remember that. The, my favorite thing, so I could never watch the games or anything, but literally my favorite thing was the memes of, was it Freddy talking to Vanessa? It's like, but Vanessa, I am a material girl. It's like literally my favorite thing that has ever happened from those games. It made me so happy. Yeah, it's so good, and then all the variations. I can't remember all of them right now, but they were so good. Okay, so now we go back to the space station.
Let's take it in turns. You rest. I'll stand
Okay,
guard.
we talked to this guy. Capo Kali. Oh, we got the drink. Nice. You're 49 already? I really feel like because in Genshin, right at some point with the adventure rank, and I don't remember at what point it starts, you need like so much experience to move up. But like you just zoom through on here. It's kind of nuts. You're 49 with nothing to do. Are you still at no quests, Daisy? Like you like finished all of them? Oh no, I'm not 57. I'm only 45. Oh no, it's just the daily mission. That's so wild. Am I 57? Am I um I don't think so. You changed your mind about Himiko? Are you a fan now, Shazam? She's performing really well in Forgotten. Yeah, she can be hella strong. Like I said, a Fearson who may or may not still be here has a really well built Himiko and he does big damage, or she does big damage. I don't have her, so I have no idea what she's capable of, but I know she can be very strong. But I'm glad that she is doing well for you in Forgotten. How do you type so quickly? Practice. Have you gone mad? Oh my gosh. This is such a wild quest. It's way too much. Are you for real? Yeah, as much as I know I'm not like reading the dialogue or anything out, or like I'm reading it, I'm not reading it out loud. We're kind of just chatting while going through it. But I love how with the side quests, like they just seem to have had so much fun with them, and it makes it really fun to play through them. Like, I feel like I can tell that they just wanted to make it like really fun. Okay, now we talk to Asta again. Okay, now we go back to the ship. We go here. Okay, so now we have a message. Okay, so we need to go. Oh, just over there. That's not very far. I wish you could jump, but the sprint is nice. Arrest them all.
What a headache. I'll free you from disappear among the sea of butterflies. Illusions of the past.
Nice.
Don't mess with me. Oh, I like these. Everything's ordained by the sun star.
Okay, that means
Give these
you
trailblazers your blessing.
that ult.
Commencing support. Ready for another naughty time. That's better.
Heal her.
Enemy data secure. Network
Oh my god, there's so many ads now.
What a headache. I'll free you from your chains. Disappear among the sea of butterflies. Illusions of the past. I'll end your misery.
Okay. Okay, we'll take those.
Don't mess with me. Who's next?
Absolutely take those. Alright, now we go talk to this guy. I think we might call it a little early after this quest. My brain is crashing a little bit. It was been a very busy day. Yep, crime is a crime. Let's go. Going in for Elsa. Alright, we can do that. I really like Asta's hairstyle, and I've thought about trying to do it on my own hair, but I feel like it's one of those that would like only look good in like a game like this, and I don't know if it would actually look good like in real life. Because it looks really cute on her. Oh, I guess we have to listen. Okay. Good night, Shazam. Thank you for hanging out. I appreciate it. Alright, we got it. But this is going to be where we call it. Thank you guys for hanging out. I'm sorry we're ending a little bit early. I can just feel myself getting more tired than I would like to be to stream. But we will be back again tomorrow, depending on how all the lag is with 14. If it's better, we'll be back there. If it's not, we'll probably just be back in Star Rail. But I appreciate all you guys so much. Thank you so much for hanging out. Thank you for listening to my like 20 million rants and tangents tonight.